Hello everyone. This is introductory lecture for class 8 for chapter 1 rational numbers. You all must be familiar with the different kinds of numbers. For example, we have natural numbers, the numbers that start from 1 and ends till infinity. We have whole numbers, the numbers starting from 0 and ends till infinity. We have integers, all the positive numbers and their inverse comes under the category of integers. In this chapter, we are going to study about the rational numbers. Rational numbers are those numbers that can be expressed in the form of p by q, that is fractions, where q is not equal to 0. For example, 2 by 9, 6 by 1, minus 2 by 9. All these numbers are termed as rational number. It can be negative or positive. We can say 0 is a rational number because we can write 0 in this form, 0 by 1. But 1 by 0 is not defined because the value of q here is 0, and the only condition for a number to be a rational number is that the value of q cannot be 0. Hope you are clear with the concept of rational number. Now let us understand certain properties which are applied onto the rational numbers. The first property is closure property. The closure property of addition says that if you have two rational numbers, and when we add two rational numbers, whatever the result we get, it is also a rational number, right? And 6 by 9 plus 2 by 9, these are the two rational numbers. On adding these two rational numbers, we are getting 8 by 9, which is a rational number. How can we say that 8 by 9 is a rational number? It is in the form of p by q, and the value of q is not equal to 0, right? Similarly, let us see if this closure property holds for subtraction or not. We have two rational numbers a by b and c by d. We are subtracting these two rational numbers. We are getting another number. That number is also a rational number. For example, 3 by 5 minus 1 by 5. We are getting 2 by 5. This 2 by 5 is a rational number. That means on subtracting two rational number, we'll get another number that is a rational number. Now for multiplication, if we multiply two numbers which are rational, the result is going to be a rational number itself. For example, 6 by 4, 2 by 3. If we multiply these two numbers, we are getting 12 by 12, that is 1, and 1 is a rational number. That means the multiplication also holds closure property. And then we have division. For the case of division, what we need to understand is, if we divide two rational numbers, the result is a rational number until and unless the denominators of both the numbers are not equal to 0, right? Then we comes to second property. The property 2 is commutative property. Commutative property says that if we add two rational numbers and we reverse the order of the numbers, then the result is going to be same. For example, a by b plus c by d and c by b plus c by d plus a by b, the result is going to be same in both the cases. Let us understand this with an example. 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2. We are getting it as 4 by 2. Answer is 2 here. And here we replace the order 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2. So again we are getting answer as 2. That means commutative property holds for addition. Similarly, if we see this property for subtraction, a by b minus c by d is equal to c by d minus a by b. We are reversing the order here. But we are getting different results. Here we are getting minus 2 by 5 and here we are getting 2 by 5. One number is negative and another number is positive. Both the numbers are not same. That means the commutative property did not holds for subtraction. Now let us understand commutative property for multiplication. We have two numbers a by b multiplied by c by d. And by reversing the order, it becomes c by d into a by b. By taking certain example, 1 by 2 into 3 by 4 and reversing the order, it will become 3 by 4 into 1 by 2. Both sides we are getting the same results. Therefore, commutative property holds for multiplication. Now let us understand if commutative property holds for division or not. A by b divided by c by d and c by d divided by a by b. Taking certain example, 6 by 4 divided by 2 by 3 and 2 by 3 divided by 6 by 4. Here we are getting 9 by 4 and here we are getting 4 by 9. The results are just opposite. They are the reciprocals of one another. They are not same. That means commutative property did not holds for division. That's all for this part. We will study certain new properties in our second lecture.